Welcome back to another episode of Original Understudies. I've gathered the world's most original understudies, and we're going to perform improv comedy for you today. Let me welcome our first guest, Zak Roland. Zak, welcome back. How are you?
Good.
And where can people find you?
Good. I'm good. Thanks for having me back. I'm excited to be here. You can find me in Denver, Colorado at the Chaos Bloom Theater and online at the ZAK_Roland. But don't go there. I don't do anything. I'm barely online anymore. So just come.
I'm the same way.
Just come to the theater. Come to Denver.
Come to Denver. That's the easiest way to follow you. Is, well, to the theater, then home from there.
Truly.
Keep a couple cars back, and I doubt you'd notice if somebody was trailing you.
I'm okay with that.
Or would you?
No, I'm oblivious
Probably me neither.
to everything.
And next up, we have Amelia Clover. Amelia, thanks for coming back. Can you remind us where we can find you online?
Yeah, thanks for having me back. So on all of the socials, it's Amelia Clover VO. And then you can also go to ameliaclover.com.
Wonderful. And Amy Burry's in the house.
Woot,
Amy,
woot.
woot, woot. Where can people find you? And where are we at?
Gosh, that's a huge question. Where am I? I don't know. Online, Amy Burry 1 on TikTok and Twitter. And other than that, that's sometimes occasionally at the West Side Comedy Theater.
Great. Did you abandon Burry 007?
Or
is it 0007?
I've been laying.
That's okay. I'm sorry. I don't mean to say if
I've been laying low on Instagram because I'm part of a class action lawsuit.
Okay. You don't need to say anything else. You've already gotten your red light camera thing. There's so many things that you've admitted to.
You in the court system,
in the past.
Amy.
I'm going to let you just.
Thank you.
You are on the receiving end of a class action lawsuit.
All right. So that's funny. I'll make sure to remember to use the other
yes
accounts now.
Please.
Great.
Thank you.
And last but not least, Jake Regal. Welcome back, Jake. Where can people find you?
Oh, you can find me at Jake Regal online. January 1st, I appear in Paul T. Goldman, the new comedy series on Peacock. Check that out.
Ooh, that's awesome.
Yeah. I'm going to the premiere on Wednesday, and I don't know how in it I actually am, and I wish I knew before promoting it on this podcast, because what if I'm just barely there? But whatever, it's going to be funny either way. You should go see it.
It's like your
even
shoulder.
if it's a toe of Jake Regal, I'm going to be clapping at my screen.
Right. Yeah.
That's always one of those weird things, not knowing whether or not, like, I can't say what for and I can't say this or that, but I'm on a veil for a huge commercial with so many different like roles in it. But as exciting as that seems, even if I am so lucky to book it, record it, that's the kind of thing that you don't know if you're going to make it to the screen.
For sure.
So you can't celebrate till the check is in the bank, right? But
you get the check whether you're on the screen or not. That's the real secret of Hollywood. As long as you get the credit, you're good to go.
Yeah. Well, with commercials, there's
you can't use anything for real.
There's two different kinds of check in the bank account.
You can even be on screen, but if you're out of focus,
is that
get
true?
Knocked down. But if
you can capture a single frame of yourself in focus, you could like fight it in arbitration or something,
which just makes you so popular in Hollywood.
I bet.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
There's one frame of me in focus. All right, so if you would be so kind to send an email to OriginalUnderstudiesPodcast@gmail.com, I'd love to get suggestions of conversation starters is one suggestion I'd love. Another one that an episode that hasn't released, so nobody here would hear it yet. Also questions. Groups of 6 questions would be so awesome, but if that's too much to ask, you could also just ask a question that's ambiguous, not towards a certain person, because I've been, the episode that came out last week, I asked questions to each person. That inspired us. Or the final thing, actually, I won't. There's another form that I've been playing around with, but I don't know if that's going to release yet, so I'll keep it tight wrapped, because this episode should come out December 26th, the day after Christmas. So that being said, we're actually not going to use a suggestion today. Instead, I'd like to just hear what your guys' holiday plans are. Is anybody traveling this holiday?
I am going to be going back to Minnesota. But I just have a question. Is the day after Christmas Boxing Day in Canada?
Is. Yes, that is correct.
I don't know.
It is.
It's either before
sidetrack
or
us,
after. I can't remember which.
I'm going back to Minnesota for Christmas and Boxing Day, I think.
For Christmas and Boxing Day. Are you flying?
Yeah, flying. Drove last year. Long drive. Long.
Yeah.
4 days each way. I think we took, or 3 days. Going back to Minnesota, visiting, fam in 2 different parts of Minnesota, eating lots of meat and potatoes.
It's the meat and potatoes.
Meat and potato season.
Are you traveling with your animal?
No. So we are boarding him for the first time ever. Terrified. I have a fear that. So I met the guy today for the first time, and in my head I was like, "Does he look like someone who will shove something in your animal's butt?" And I don't know why that was the first thing that I thought, but I have this fear, and I read a tweet about something horrible that Elon Musk apparently did to a cat, and he killed it.
Well, hold on. If we don't know for sure that it happened, let's not mention it.
Allegedly.
No, I don't.
Allegedly.
I'm literally holding a cat right now. I don't want to hear about what
Yes,
he's
I won't
doing.
even talk about it because I still have nightmares about it. And obviously now, and I'm like thinking of all the horrible things that this person could possibly do to my dog. And it's just.
But so it's not a big boarding place. It's just one person that's taking it.
No, he takes in like several animals at a time, but it's just one person who runs it. So it's like in between boarding and pet sitting. And I'm a nervous person, so I'm thinking of all the bad things. But he's probably going to be great.
Yeah, probably.
Well, I used to work at a kennel.
Probably
not with
is enough to keep you up at night, isn't it?
Yeah. Won't sleep all Christmas. So going to be coming back hallucinating.
What other holiday plans are there?
My family lives in Burbank, California, so I have to drive.
Are you traveling all the way over there?
Yeah, I'm going to make the 10 to 15 minute long drive over to Burbank. Spend a little bit of time with them. It is, we are Jewish, and we do sort of the classic Jewish American Christmas thing of getting Chinese food on Christmas or Christmas Eve.
Do you know where that started? Because I know a lot of Jewish people that have that same tradition.
I assume New York
I just
City.
don't understand.
I don't know specifically how.
Yeah,
but,
I guess.
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah, I just don't quite understand like why so many people go to Chinese food. Maybe Chinese food restaurants are open on Christmas Day, and that's a big reason.
Well, yeah, that is definitely part of. Not all of them are, but many of them are.
Many of them are.
Yeah.
Zach, any Christmas plans?
Nope.
Or holiday plans?
Nothing. Just gonna stay in my pajamas all day. No, Amy and I, different Amy than the Amy that's on here, is going to Minnesota, and Amelia as well. Not to confuse anybody with all the Amys that we all know. My wife Amy and I, we take a year off, so we'll go 1 year to her family in New Hampshire. We'll go another year to my family in Kansas City, and then we'll take a year off. So this is our off year. So we're just gonna soak it up and enjoy it and watch movies and eat food, and that's it.
Awesome.
If I can peel back the curtain a tiny bit, before we recorded, James, you asked, "Hey, do you all want to do a holiday episode?" And we were sort of hesitant, and I wasn't sure why. It was like, that sounds like a fine idea. But now we're getting into it. It seems like none of us really have any plans.
I'm not doing anything.
Wait. We haven't gotten to me. I've been sitting on
Right.
Amelia,
Some
save us
action.
on this because I'm not doing anything for Christmas either.
Well, I'll tell you what I'm doing. So none of you know this, and don't spread it around.
Oh, she
but
froze.
I am part.
She froze.
I froze? Am I moving?
Hold on. I don't know. This might get edited out, but there's been quite a bit of internet. I thought maybe it was just me, but if you guys are seeing the same thing, I'm having some internet problems with Zach and with Amelia.
Dang it.
Are you guys plugged in, or are you guys on Wi-Fi?
I am on Wi-Fi.
I'm on Wi-Fi.
currently.
Unfortunately, have to be. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I say keep this in, by the way.
I think we can still keep going, and we'll bear with it. So Amelia,
Okay.
go ahead and give us the holiday update.
So, don't spread this around, but I am part of the Disney Vacation Club. Don't think of me differently.
What does that mean?
So it's basically my parents bought a timeshare in Disney, so we can go to like any of the Disney worlds resorts all over the place and stay at them. So I am staying at the Grand Californian this Christmas with my boyfriend and my sister. And we're going to go to Disneyland.
Oh, so Grand Californian is in Disneyland?
Yeah, it's a resort. Sorry, I know you're not all part of the Disney elite, but it's a resort. So it's like they have resorts all over the place, and if you have like vacation club points, you can stay there for 4 points. So it's like we're basically like getting a hotel. It's going to have like a kitchen. We're going to have like extra rooms for people to come up and stay with us. Again, don't think of me differently. I'm still an average person like you guys.
Okay. I've been to Disneyland one time, and I don't remember if it was Christmas Day or if it was New Year's Day, but it was one of the two. And I was so against going on such a big holiday because I thought that I would never get on anything. But because of their organization of like fast tickets or whatever it is, I didn't pay extra, but I guess you get like 2 rides or something. I was able to go on everything I wanted to, even though it was shoulder to shoulder packed.
Yeah,
I was at Disneyland over the Millennium Change, which ended up not actually being the Millennium Change. It was 99 to 2000, and then all the pedants later were like, actually, 2000 to 2001's the Millennium Change. Whatever. I was there in 99, 2000. I was a kid. They gave us all Mickey Mouse-shaped flashlights, like with little ears, because everyone thought Y2K was going to happen. So they were like, amazing. Okay, we're all going to get a good night's sleep at the hotel, and then the power is going to go out in the middle of the night, and here are these flashlights if that happens. Spoiler alert, that didn't happen. It was impossible to get on a ride on the 31st, but then the first, everyone was so hungover that it was so easy to get on a ride. Just no one was in the park. It was completely empty.
Original Understudies.
All right, it should be fine. We're just going to take your dog and we're going to bring it up. Don't you worry a single time about this while on your vacation, all right?
Yeah, no, I'm not worried at all. I'm not a worrier. Can I just see the size of your fists?
All right. I mean, they're average size, at least considered if you compare it to my wrists. Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah. Do you have like a Facebook page or anything I could look at? Is there any kind of trail of you online?
No. I live off the grid. I like to be one with nature, and I think the animals really enjoy it.
Yeah.
I don't sit on Wi-Fi. I'm playing with them. I'm having fun. Sometimes I roll around with the dolls.
How intimate? How much fun do you have with them? How close do you get?
Well, I find that if I want them to believe they're part of my pack, I have to be naked. So we're all, and obviously I wouldn't do that when you're coming up here. I see your kids are in the car and everything. Yeah. I'm not a maniac. I'm not a maniac.
That's good.
But yeah, I'm going to, once you're gone, once I see the tail lights disappear in the woods, I'm going to take my clothes off and I'm going to join the pack again.
Okay. Let me just talk to my husband about this very quickly. Just a second. Honey?
Yeah.
I am quite certain. I know I've said some crazy things in the past, but I think he's going to stick something in our dog's butt, and I'm pretty sure it's a fist. I don't know.
I still think you're overreacting. There's nothing about what he said that screams red flag to me. You're the one asking him how big his hands are? Come on.
I've been watching too many, Dateline, NBC shows. You're right. I am.
He just wants a naked roll with the pooch.
Well, I gotta say with this, I was just saying, I am the one staying with him, so I was just wondering, do I get a say?
Oh my gosh. It looks like that vocal coach we've been working with has finally really helped.
Finally, you're standing up for yourself. You're so timid when you're at home.
I'm wondering if you guys are going to be open on Christmas morning. I'm trying to make a reservation for 10.
I don't know. It's we just we're kind of playing Christmas Day by the seat of our pants this year. We're flying by the seat of no plans. I don't want to sound rude,
but you sound like you're high or drunk.
I mean,
could I talk to a manager?
Yeah, sorry. I'm right here. Claire usually does come to work high or drunk, but we kind of just overlook that. It's Disney, so we don't really vet people too well here. So Claire, go ahead and just get this nice man a reservation. Can you do that for me, please?
Yeah, sure. But I mean, have you really thought about it? Because who knows if any of us are going to be here on Christmas? Like Claire, some crazy shit could happen,
Yes. Well, we know that your conspiracies about what's going to happen Christmas Eve. Know Claire believes that all the power is going to go out on Christmas Eve this year because there's an alignment with the moons that's going to cause an entire tidal shift of power from the Earth.
Yeah, that's like a basic, really naive understanding of what's actually going to happen. It's much more powerful than that. In some circles, there's like a 90% chance it's going to happen. So, yeah, I don't know.
Does it have anything to do with that crystal that you're gripping so tightly in your hand?
Yeah, I've been holding on to it for weeks. My hand's bloody. But if I were you, I would not make this reservation.
Claire, we really need to book the rooms out for Christmas this year. We know what happened last year. There was a little snafu there. So despite what you believe or don't believe, sir, we'd love to have you come stay with us.
I am so sorry. I can't make this reservation. I'm probably just going to stay home with my family just in case. I mean, if she's wrong. Well,
what if we give you a couple of fast passes? Couple of fast passes do it for you?
A couple. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm going to be with 10 people. Like, okay.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay, I could just 2 fast passes, and then maybe me and my wife will go. Okay.
Well, kids, I hope you're enjoying our Christmas in the bunker because there is no outside anymore, and family is going to be all you get for the holidays.
But is there going to be presents?
Well, of course, there's presents all around us. The presence of each other, the air from the tanks in the back. You hear that generator? That's a gift.
What are we going to eat for Christmas dinner?
You hear that cat? That cat's what we're going to eat.
But that's our cat.
Look, Mittens takes up about 1.5 feet of space, but he breathes a lot of air. And he is fine, fresh meat. If we don't take him now, what are we going to have with our meat and potatoes? Canned Spam? It's Christmas.
Wait, we have meat and potatoes? Yeah. Why don't we need to eat a cat in addition to meat and potatoes?
Did you not hear me say it's Christmas? We got to have a ham somewhere, and Mittens got fat.
I'd be okay with just vegetables this year. If we could keep Mittens, I would be fine with just potatoes.
All right. You know what? I think we need to start getting us in the Christmas spirit. All right?
Okay.
Well,
yeah.
Let's sing a song together, right? Like a family sings a song.
Okay.
Together.
Okay?
Yeah.
Together, right? On the count of 3, we're going to start singing Everyone's Gonna Die and Only the Stevensons Live, okay? That's our family theme song.
You know what? Actually, I've always felt like And I know that I'm part of this family and not the Stevensons, but they've always been so nice to us. Like, I don't know if I feel comfortable singing about them like that.
Liam.
And I also love our cat. I feel like our the way we celebrate Christmas is very different from everyone else.
Okay, Liam, if you don't like this, you can go out into the nuclear winter. Go on.
What?
Go on. I'll open the door for you.
Really?
Yeah. Want me?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Liam.
Well, let me give my brothers a hug. Goodbye.
Oh, we love you.
We love you.
Good luck.
Love you. I'm gonna take Mittens.
No, there's more Mittens for the rest of us. Don't take Mittens. We need that meat.
Okay.
All right. Oh, there he goes. Off into the apocalyptic future. Oh.
Now, that was some good meat your brother was, and we let him go. So we're going to think about this moment later.
Liam?
I'm just saying, there's either no Liam or we could have had Liam for meat.
We have so many cans of food. It seems like you just want to eat us.
So much Spam.
Well, kids, Did I tell you about that time I was in the cannibal cult before I started a family of very fleshy children?
Yeah.
Well, we're living my dream right now, and I've been waiting for this nuclear holocaust to actually be able to fulfill it, all right? I was hoping we could start with Mittens. You get used to the idea of eating people.
I think I'm going to go with Liam. I think I want to go ahead and I'm going to go out to the apocalyptic future doomsday situation because it seems better than in here, I got to say.
All right, everyone eats Teddy right now. Everyone eats Teddy.
Ow! No!
Original Understudies.
Last year, I went to Chicago for Christmas because it's kind of like you, Zach. Every other year, we go back to Chicago now, and then we stay here. So this year we're not. But last year, it didn't feel like it counted because we went to Chicago and everybody got sick. So we quarantined ourselves in my mom's place in this little tiny bedroom that has a bathroom next to it and didn't leave. And didn't do anything. We had one day where everybody got together and exchanged food that they had cooked. And we got a picture with us all wearing masks and that's it. And I don't know. I was really kind of wanting to go back this year, but honestly, not to get too far into it, everybody's already sick. So it's probably a good thing I'm not out there.
Yeah. Does anyone have an issue where their in-laws fight over the time spent? My mom, not my husband's mom doesn't worry about this, but my mom is the time must be split 50-50 down to the hour. Yeah. And if we give them an hour or two extra or whatever, one year, the next year, she's we need to make sure we get that back. And she will remember and hold on to it.
That's kind of how I am. I've gotten a little better over the years, but I'm the worst. But sometimes if Aaron wants to relax and take a nap during the day, I'll be that doesn't count as family time with my family. you gotta hang out with my family that you can't take a nap and consider that doing your family time.
Yeah, my mom this year is really upset with my brother and his wife because they live in South Carolina. They'll be going back to Kansas City. And I guess they're not going to be spending as much time with my side of the family. And so they have the newborn. He just turned 1. And so they're we haven't been able to see him. And I'm you saw him earlier this year. They brought him earlier for Memorial Day, which is when I got COVID. And so I couldn't go see him. But yeah, she's just so upset about this whole sharing of time situation. And now she's building a grudge against my sister-in-law over the child. And it's just this whole thing. I'm who cares? We have technology. You could just FaceTime if you really wanted to see the kid, but they love that old school, I got to hold them, and I get that. But at the same time, it's just
old school hold them, baby.
Yeah.
Original Understudies.
Hey, you mind if I hold that baby? Old school style?
Sure, I guess. I mean, isn't that how we
what
always hold babies?
What could possibly go wrong at a Home Depot?
Can I see your fists?
I suppose. Let me take these gloves off. They're kind of tiny.
They're pretty small. I'm not too intimidated by them. So
I'd be lying if I said no one ever called me baby hands.
Well,
all right, let me put these back on because I'm embarrassed. Let me hold that baby.
It's a little weird. Could you just, I normally don't let strangers hold my baby.
This isn't a normal time. It's the holiday season. Let me hold that baby old school style.
Oh, God. I wish there was a way we could do this new school style where it was a hologram of my baby. And that would be enough to
Well, if you're going to be stingy, I'll just find somebody else with a baby to hold.
Okay. That sounds good to me.
Really? Really? That easy?
Okay. Fine.
I'm sorry. I hate to be rude and interrupt here, but could you hold my baby? I just have to run into this Home Depot for a second, and I don't think I'm going to have enough hands to get all the wood that I need. So if you could just hold my baby while I just run in for a few minutes, that would be awesome.
he's busy holding my baby. My baby was
I can
first.
hold two babies. I can hold two babies.
Okay.
Here. You're going to have to prop it in because my hands are a little tiny.
Oh, is this where we're leaving the babies before we go in the stores? Is the baby stop?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, great. I've got twins. So if you could just hold these babies, that'd be amazing.
Okay. All right. I've bitten off a little more than I can chew.
Well, now that
and we're dealing with babies here.
Now that I see that you're not a pedophile or anything with giant fists, I'm going to go grab the rest of my babies from the car.
Oh, wait. I just wanted a quick old school minute with the baby, and this is too much.
What's more old school than having a ton of babies, I'll be right back.
Bring in the baby delivery. You can leave them right here. Just back up the truck.
No, I don't need any more babies.
Hey, Susan. So you've been spending a lot of time with my son, and I just think we might need a chart to decide who gets to spend more time with him, because I was his first love, his mother.
Yeah. He did mention that you're very focused on. Dad used to work in some kind of data analytics, and you apply the same kind of thought to your Christmas time.
Yeah, it's not just some kind of data analytics. That's for NASA. We're a NASA family. So it's very precise timing. And you've been eating up a lot of family time. And frankly, you're not giving a lot back, especially not of my son, my first love.
Well, it's just that we're very tired. I've been kind of sick this year, so I need to take a lot of naps. And I know that's eating into it. It's my thyroid problem. So it's just causing me to be very sleepy. But, we can give you a little bit more time. What are you thinking here? What do you want?
I would like 33% more time. I've made up a chart. If you look on your tablet, I've just airdropped it to you. So if you'll take a look at that.
That's interesting. Mm-hmm. Okay. So, and in that, you have divided it by quality time, face time, old-fashioned baby holding time,
that's right.
Eating time, singing time, bathroom time. Is that something you guys do together?
Yes. I'm surprised that you don't. It's incredibly bonding. Have you ever bathed your husband?
I guess I assumed he could do it himself, but this is so weird that he has never told me about this before. But
you know what, Susan? I feel like you have a problem with me. And by having a problem with me, you have a problem with the family.
All right, dogs. Your best friends are all gone now, so it's just you and me. You're part of my pack now.
Oh,
so
okay. You naked?
Me? I mean, this is. I'm in my birthday suit, as humans call
I
it.
don't understand that. What's that? Dogs don't understand stuff like that.
It's naked.
Naked?
Aren't we all?
It's naked.
We're all naked.
We're all naked.
Okay.
Well, you guys have collars on, but if I take them off, some of you, it would be hard for me to track who's who. I'd
feel so exposed without my collar.
I just want to say, you shouldn't be bossing us around when your junk is mouth level, Earl.
Well, first of all, please don't touch my junk. I promise not to touch
with my
your
nose.
Junk. It's not like I'm.
Boop.
Hey,
touch your junk with my nose.
This is inappropriate.
Boop.
You know what? I'm going to put... You guys stop pooping me, okay? Oh, okay. This is going to make me look like a real bad guy, okay?
I just don't understand your fetish. What do you want me to do to you? You want me to boop your... It's just really weird.
Yeah. If you could just take the tip of your nose and just sort of slap one of my nuts. Just a little bit. Honestly,
I just don't know if we're a really good fit. Like, I got a nose job to make my nose smaller, and smacking junk around.
Oh, it's a real gift of the Magi situation. I got my testicles enlarged to be able to be booped more easily.
So we're going to be enlarging your testicles. You realize that I'm going to have to remove those itty-bitty balls you have now, and I'm going to replace them with Wilson tennis balls, right?
Oh, so it's not really so much an enlargement as like a trade-in situation?
I don't know what you thought we were going to put in there.
I don't know. I take some skin out of my, your butt is one of the places people take extra flesh for.
You want me to take some skin out of your butt and put it in your nuts?
It's really close.
Like a whole...
It's not even that far away. You could just drag it right along there.
Well, the thing is that we need something round, and your butt's flat.
All right. So you think that 2 Wilson tennis balls is the best way to go?
I mean, it depends on how big you want it to be.
I mean, that is almost exactly how big I envisioned it.
That's when you showed me with your hands how big you wanted them, they looked like Wilson tennis balls.
Now, you see this right here? This is my son's tiny balls. When he got his surgery, they gave me his balls. This is how close you should be to your husband.
Oh my gosh. So you're holding on to your son's balls?
Yeah, of course I am. And Susan, I do honestly, despite what it seems like, I do want you to be a part of this family. And I have a little foreskin jewelry for you if you're interested. If you want to get that close, I kept his foreskin.
Oh my God, it's certainly artistic, and it. Are
you about to vomit? It's mummified. It's not fresh.
Does it smell a little bit in here? Is it, it's putrid. It's like, I would love to take this gift. I would love to take it.
Well, here you go. I'm going to put it right around your neck. Oh, sorry. Hit your nose. Boop. Whoops.
This is very thoughtful, and
oh my gosh.
Just a little bit. It was just a tiny bit. I didn't get you anything this
Well, I have your puke now, and I appreciate that.
Oh,
you're part of the family. I keep parts of people. And
there's plenty more where that came from.
Hey, Mom. Thanks for having me over for dinner. I can't find my mummified foreskin. I gave it to you to sort of keep around the house to remember me.
Oh, honey, yeah, of course. I still have your balls. They're right here.
Oh.
See them?
Okay.
I got that.
But my mummified foreskin, though, Did that go somewhere? Did you lose it, or?
Oh, no, I never lose any part of it. I gave it to Susan so that she could be more of a part of our family.
You gave my foreskin to Susan.
Oh, I did.
You're
was that a mistake?
Regifting a part of my body.
Oh. Well, I was trying to include. You gave your love to her. I thought
Original Understudies?
Oh, this is
the holiday.
This is the holiday episode I was looking for, guys.
God,
wow.
The last one I was on, you were like, "Oh wow, this got really dirty." I was like, "No, not that bad. This one's intense."
Yeah. But that's, I guess, the holidays for you. Any embarrassing holiday stories?
I will anonymize this because it's not me being. It's not embarrassing. It's just an embarrassing thing that happened. I used to go to my dad's Friendsgiving's Thanksgiving, basically. Like, instead of a family thing, we would go with a bunch of people who were all friends with each other and their families and get Thanksgiving together. And there was a family that was vegan, except for on Thanksgiving. I just realized this is gross too. Whatever, it's the truth.
Okay, that's a strange cheat day.
It's a strange cheat day.
I guess if you're going to cheat, why not on Thanksgiving?
And the son at this Thanksgiving got very excited and ate a ton of turkey very quickly, and then projectile vomited all over the spread at Thanksgiving dinner.
Man, that is so much worse than anything I was thinking. When I was a kid, I don't know how old I was, but I got a robe from my grandma, and I like just shamed her in front of the whole family about how I don't like clothes, and she should know better than that. I like toys. and I never realized until, I think I learned a lot about empathy that day, because afterwards my family said, you know how bad you made grandma feel. She really thought you liked like this robe or whatever. I didn't like the robe, but I did go and tell her I was sorry for the way I behaved. And I think I'm a better person because of it.
Yeah. I once got a gift. It was a wooden duck, like a paintable wooden duck in a box. And it was a really cool gift, but I had just like started to learn about sense of humor. And when I received the box that said it was a wooden duck, I thought it was like just a box, and there was something else inside of it. And I went, oh, I've always wanted a wooden duck. And made this like big joke about it. And then opened it up, and it was a wooden duck. And I had to quickly go like, this is really cool. This is very cool. I'm like really trying to
who did you get the gift from? Do you remember?
It was a friend. Her name was Lisa. I won't say her last name on here, but I'm sure.
Okay, that's good.
I'm sure she remembers it. But I was like, oh my God, that was like the first time I was like, you really need to like figure out how to use your sense of humor.
First off, come on. Like, that was totally regifted. Somebody gave that to her, and she didn't want the wooden duck any more than you wanted it when you got it.
Original Understudies.
Hey, wow. Look at this one. Look at this gift. Look at it's a wooden duck. Nice gift. This is from Lisa. Yeah, thanks, Lisa. Wooden duck.
You're
Good
welcome.
stuff.
You're welcome.
It's a freaking wooden duck. Look at this stupid thing.
Yeah, I thought of you when I
my
saw
God.
it. I thought, hey,
What's in here?
What's
in here? What's actually in here?
No, it's a wooden.
It's not a wooden duck.
Greg, it's a wooden duck. It's a wooden duck.
Okay, you're keeping up the bit. I see it.
I'm serious. I was at this conservation lodge, and I thought, oh my God, ducks are fun. They have those corkscrew penises, and so do you. And so I thought maybe it would be fitting to give you a wooden duck.
Would you please take these babies off my hands? These aren't my babies. I can't be here any longer. I've just been left with these babies. Excuse me?
Yeah.
Miss? No, sir.
Oh, yeah? You want me
Sir,
to take some babies?
No, if you could just stay here with the babies. They were left with me.
I could tell you what kind of lighting you need at your home. Would that be helpful?
No, I kind of overcommitted myself. I wanted to hold a baby. It turned into two babies. Then there's a truck full of babies.
I got lunch in 15. I don't know if I could handle a couple dozen babies right now.
I mean, I don't want to be the guy, but like, these are on your Home Depot's property, so I could just walk away, but I'm not an asshole.
Whoa, baby hands. Come on now.
Hey, don't say that.
I'm sorry. It's just an observation about the size of your hands and what they're holding. Really, it works in two different ways.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense. I thought you were trying to... Oh,
Daddy, you are my daddy.
I think the baby's looking at you.
No, you with the mustache and the baby hands.
Either one of us. I mean, can't possibly
the
know
baby's
a mustache.
been very clear. You bonded.
I have a wife.
Yeah, now you got
What
a
am I supposed to
family.
tell her when I bring all these babies home?
Well, thank you for joining us here at the Disney Resort and Hotels. We really appreciate you bringing all these babies. I think we can accommodate you and all of your babies, sir. I think it's going to be a great time.
Great.
Claire, can you go
Awesome.
ahead and get this gentleman booked into one of our suites, the baby suites?
Okay, here's the deal, man. So, one of the signs of the coming apocalypse is a man shows up with a lot of babies. So I don't know if I, in good conscience, can take this reservation.
Well, I'm kind of here with all these babies, so I need somewhere to go.
Oh,
Daddy.
man, this is like freaking Mary and Jesus shit.
Daddy, Space Mountain. We need Space Mountain.
Okay, listen.
Look at, you hear that? Space Mountain? Couple of fast passes to Space Mountain for you and your babies?
Yes, please.
Yeah, your babies are several feet too short to ride Space Mountain. You're going to need to stack them at least 3 high if you want to buckle them into one of these seats.
So could we just Muppet Man them and put them on top of each other's shoulders
That's
to get in
more
there?
or less exactly what I just said. Yeah, that's probably what we're going to do there.
Okay.
Do you have a trench coat? We find that sort of keeps the makeshift body together if you have a trench coat to wrap the 3 babies around.
Claire, it is me, your Crystal. You are the chosen one. What have you been doing to save our planet?
I've been telling a lot of people about it, and honestly, it's not going well. People are not believing me. In fact, I think I'm losing a lot of friends and possibly my job because
Claire,
everyone thinks I've lost my shit except for you, Crystal.
Claire, clutch me tighter. Tighter.
Ow!
Do you feel the blood through your veins? This is the blood of the chosen one.
Can you just maybe give me a sign that before I keep clutching this, I think I need a sign that any of the crazy shit that you say is going to happen is actually going to happen. Just one more sign and I'll believe you forever.
Okay, I am a literal talking crystal. This is not enough for you. You need something else to happen.
Just like one more thing. I mean, the babies showed up and just like you said they would, but everyone here seems to think this is normal. They're just putting a trench coat on them and sending them off on a ride. I don't know.
All right, Claire, you want a sign? Look, if you look in the hallway, look in the hallway right now. Go, open the door. You see there's a child holding a cat, fresh from a bunker. Yeah. You need to eat that cat. Fuck.
Come on, Mittens, we're safe now.
Give me your cat!
Oh, no.
All right, Anaheim town meeting. Guys, everyone's saying our city's too fucked up. We're eating cats, we're tossing away babies, everyone's got a corkscrew dick or a barb dick. We just know too much about each other's personal lives. There's fists covered in cat shit. Honestly, it's nasty. I don't want to live here anymore.
Well, Kevin, don't forget about the dogs going around booping everybody's genitals.
Yeah, that's right. Sticking their noses where they don't belong.
Mm-hmm.
I would just like to take 1 second to say I totally agree that this is horrible and I think that we need to do better for our community. But also I would like to let you all know we're having a 50% off at the men's big, tall, and corkscrew dick pants shop. So please swing on by whenever you get a chance.
Can you make looser pants? I don't need to know the shape of every penis in this city. It's not important to me.
Yeah, no, I totally get that. But we have a certain clientele that really appreciates it. And although I think that, it's kind of messed up that all this stuff is happening here and some of it includes a menu of corkscrew dicks, I also want to cater to them. So I just want them all to know, stop on by, we're having 50% off.
Are we doing plugs? Is it time to plug? Because at Puppies for Yuppies, we have a bunch of different puppies and they are like just so adorable. We have like a buy one, get one for all your like physical needs. If you want booping, if you want to do the booping, like we just want to say it's buy one, get one, BOGO Puppies.
Just so you know, there is no time for plugs in a town hall meeting. That's not part of a town hall meeting. If that's the way you want to take your minute, by all means, take it. But we are trying to solve problems here.
I just wanted to say, if you come on down to Spam Land, we're doing 75% off for all cans of Spam. So, stock up for the holidays, stock up for your apocalyptic futures. Lots of Spam available down at Spam Land.
75%? What's wrong with that Spam? It's really cheap.
Yeah, the cans were in a baby mining accident.
A baby mining accident?
Yeah.
Is there a way that can go right?
I don't think so.
Something went wrong at the baby mine?
Those babies have been down in the mine for a long time. You think everything's okay down there?
Carl, show a little bit of trust. Those babies know what they're doing.
I just feel like I haven't even heard the canary tweet in a while. I haven't seen a single can of Spam come out of the mine all day. Something's wrong with those babies.
You brave enough to go down there and see what's going on with those babies?
Nuh-uh.
Well, I know I'm not. No, I'm not.
Well, I guess we should just seal the mine then, huh?
Yeah,
whatever Spam's arm's distance away, we could maybe sell it at a cheap price. Cause sell it to Costco, maybe they'll give us a bulk deal.
Hey, you know what I always say? Accidents always happen.
Daddy.
So,
quick, seal the mine, seal the mine.
No, Daddy.
Thanks for listening to another episode of Original Understudies. This episode wouldn't be possible without our mastering engineer, Toivo Kallio. And we had an amazing cast lined up for today. Aaron Martin, Mike Del Rosso, and Will Morris. Unfortunately, they were unable to perform with us today, but as luck would have it, the original understudies were able to step in their absence. And boy, oh boy, do I have great news today. I think it was a Christmas miracle, but I can't take credit. Well, I don't know if it would be me taking credit for a Christmas miracle, but nonetheless, a 5-star review has rolled in. This one's from Karate Craig. 5 stars. The title is, Has Me Looking Forward to Every Monday! ! This podcast is fun and friendly. You really get to know the cast members, and they bring new people in every week to keep it fresh. Listened to Alchemy this since day one and was sad to see it go. But so thankful for James stepping in and keeping the improv podcast game going strong. Also appreciate that he didn't just keep the old format, but made his own and changed things up. I appreciate the effort. Keep it up. Conversation starter. Birthday parties. Okay, this gets to cut to the front, as we've said always, so I apologize to the few people that have responded when I said I was out of suggestions and this and that, but birthday parties is going to be ringing in we've also, it's Christmas, New Year's. I recorded some episodes all together, so it's going to be a couple of weeks before we get to birthday parties, and then everything else will roll through. But don't forget, you can still write in. Now's the time to get your suggestion in the queue for 2023. OriginalUnderstudiesPodcast at gmail.com. I love you all.
Original Understudies.